Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to tmosso@thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details. This might have been the coolest watch launch of 2021, not because it's the most complicated, the scarcest, or the most expensive, but because in an era when the idea of a tool watch, at least in the luxury segment, is almost laughable, Tudor actually went out, worked with a military unit, and developed a mechanical watch for use in the field, and that's what you have right here. This is the Tudor Pelagos FXD Marine Nationale. It is a 42mm titanium watch designed in conjunction with the French naval unit Commando Hubert, which is an elite combat swimmer cadre that specifically requested the features you see here and actually uses this model in military service. So let's talk about what you're getting. It's part of the Pelagos line, so that means it's titanium. It's 42mm in diameter with the strap across the case back, and you're gonna have to wear it with the strap across the case back. It is 14.5mm thick. Just the case, it is 12.7mm thick. It is 51.7mm from lug tip to lug tip, and it has a 22mm spacing between the lugs, but understand that the lugs have straight integrated bars like a vintage combat watch, and the lugs demand that you use some sort of stitched on, Velcro attached, or underslung strap, and that was requested by the Commando Hubert personnel. Now, the watch is easy to wear. Being titanium, on a wonderfully flexible rubber strap, it sits easily on my 16cm circumference wrist, and I think you could probably wear this watch well on a wrist as small as 15cm circumference. It is quite thin. It comes with another strap, which is textile and includes a titanium buckle. We'll take a look at the buckle on this one in a moment, but you do get two straps, both in blue, textile and rubber, and the rubber is what we have here, even though it has textile embossed print on it. You can also see that this strap, which is a Tudor factory strap, is in brand new condition. And right here we have the pin buckle that is used on this particular strap. There is another strap for the textile, or I should say there is another buckle for the textile strap. This is titanium and brushed, just like the rest of the watch. Now, the watch is brushed. It is a subdued anti-reflective surfacing. It has these nostalgic bevels, a reference to the era when Rolex and Tudor Submariners shared cases and shared those hand-finished bevels. We also have vintage nostalgic pointy crown guards, but this is very much a modern watch. Screw-down crown, a difference from the standard Pelagos here. We have a 200-meter water resistance rating, and this does not have a helium escape valve, but it does have other features that make it unique. Now, in addition to the no date feature of the dial, you can see it's printed differently for the 200-meter depth. It features a little bit of a nod in the shape of the hands to the old Tudor snowflake subs of late 60s through mid 70s. We have a fully calibrated bezel here, so you can see that the bezel has hash marks and numerals all the way around instead of just the first 15 minutes as on a standard Pelagos. Now, what you might not notice at first glance is that this is a countdown bezel. So it is 120 click, but it's count down, and so it counts from 60 down to 0, so it's a mission timer. You'll also note that I can turn it in both directions. It is not a dive bezel. It is a bi-directional timing bezel, and again, that expressly requested. The insert on the bezel is ceramic for scratch resistance. All the same, the watch has a fully luminescent bezel, so you can easily read it at a glance and use this timing instrument in the dark. Critically, for a mission timer, you also have loomed seconds, so you can keep track of small intervals. Now, the watch uses a Tudor MT 5602. I'm going to show you what the case back looks like. You can see the case back is blazon with the logo of the Marine Nationale, and we have the 22 stamp on the reverse side because 22 is the year this particular watch right here was made. Now, it's important to remember that each year that number will be updated. So it'll be MN21 for last year's model, MN22 for this year, and next year will be 23, and that's how that changes. So the timepiece internally is powered by caliber 5602, and it is a Kinesi-built Tudor movement. So Kinesi is a joint venture that Tudor co-owns that mostly provides movements to Tudor, but also to others like Chanel and Breitling, for example. The movement movement is bidirectional winding with a 70-hour power reserve. It has a hacking seconds function. It is an 8-beat per second movement. It is free-sprung with a full balance bridge and a rotor bearing for shock tolerance. All those features contribute to shock tolerance. It has an anti-magnetic silicone hairspring, again, so it's water-resistant, shock-resistant, and anti-magnetic. It is a certified chronometer adjusted in 5 positions. It has a lot to recommend it. Now, the watch is easy to wear. It's easy on the eyes. It has an awesome concept and story behind it. And again, if you want a real modern service issue style watch, for the most part, you're going to be hard-pressed to find anything like that, because most military personnel, they wear Luminox, they wear G-Shock, they wear a Timex Ironman. This is the exception. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.